I dare you to guess the last WWE champion in this video in the comment section below. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today I'm going to be going 10 more years in WWE 2K14's universe mode. Now, if you missed it previously, I went 15 years already in this universe mode, and starting out, our Raw champions are as follows. The WWE champion is Sheamus, Christian's the United States champion, the Primetime Players are the tag champions, and Lita is the Divas champion. While SmackDown, we got Del Rio as the world champion, Christian as the Intercontinental champion, and then, of course, the tag titles and the Divas championship is shared. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and simulate the first year of this 10-year sim. All right, so kicking off this year's WrestleMania, Lita is facing Natalya for the Divas Championship, with Natalya picking up the win. Tensai is facing Santino Marella, with Santino picking up the win. Kofi's facing Batista, with Batista picking up that win. We then have The Miz versus Kane, with Kane picking up the win there. And the world title's on the line, with Titus O'Neil facing off against Daniel Bryan, with Daniel Bryan picking up the World Heavyweight Championship. We got Ryback versus Randy Orton versus The Rock in a triple threat match, with The Rock winning there. And then, of course, we got Rey Mysterio versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania, with CM Punk winning. Now, here were the past champions for the WWE Championship. CM Punk defeated Sheamus to become the WWE Champion. Christian defeated Edge to become the US Champion. I don't think he lost the belt. The Primetime Players defeated 3MB to become the Tag Team Champions, and Natalya defeated Lita to become the Divas Champion, which they always just trade back and forth. While on SmackDown, Daniel Bryan defeated Mick Foley to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Antonio Cesaro defeated Christian to become the Intercontinental Champion. Rey Mysterio won the Money in the Bank briefcase, and Rey Mysterio won the Royal Rumble. It's year 2, and we're kicking off, well, I mean, I guess it's technically not year 2, considering we already simmed 15 years, and now that, you know what, we're just gonna call this year 2. So year 2, Natalya is starting off against Lita for the Divas Championship. Falls Count Anywhere, Natalya picks up the win. We then have Kofi Kingston versus R-Truth in a Falls Count Anywhere match, with R-Truth picking up the win there. Brodus Clay and Tensai are facing Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Tag Team Championships, with Brodus Clay and Tensai picking up the win there. Seth Rollins faces Rey Mysterio in a submission match, with Rey Mysterio picking up the win right there. The World Championships on the line as Big Show faces Daniel Bryan, with Daniel Bryan picking up the win. Big E faces Fandango, with Fandango picking up the win. Jericho is in the main event in a ladder match against The Undertaker for the WWE Championship, with The Undertaker winning the belt. So The Undertaker had to defeat John Cena to win the WWE Championship, and then we had Jack Swagger defeating Brodus Clay to win the US Championship. Tons of Funk defeated 3MB to win the WWE Tag Team Championships, and Natalya won the Divas Championship by defeating Lita. While over on SmackDown, Daniel Bryan defeated JBL to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Darren Young defeated Antonio Cesaro to become the Intercontinental Championship, and The Undertaker won the Money in the Bank briefcase, while Big Show won the Royal Rumble. Now, hear me out. I think it's time to shake things up a little bit. Monday Night Raw, you're getting your own tag team championships, and I'm gonna go ahead and award those titles to Zack Ryder and Santino Marella, Team Cobra. I completely forgot that existed. While Tons of Funk are gonna become the SmackDown tag team champions. That means that Raw and SmackDown have their own tag titles now. So as we head into year 3's WrestleMania, Lita is facing Natalya in a Divas Championship ladder match, with Lita losing to Natalya. We then have Cody Rhodes versus Alberto Del Rio in an Extreme Rules match, with Cody Rhodes picking up the win. Wade Barrett's battling Jack Swagger for the United States Championship, with Swagger picking up the win there. Brock Lesnar's facing Dolph Ziggler in an I Quit match, with Brock Lesnar winning that one. We then got the Intercontinental Championship on the line as Sheamus faces Darren Young, with Darren Young winning the Intercontinental Championship. Big E faces Fandango yet again, with Fandango picking up the win. And in the main event of the evening, we got The Rock versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship, with CM Punk picking up the win. So CM Punk defeated Sin Cara to become the WWE Champion. Meanwhile, Jack Swagger defeated Kofi Kingston to become the US Champion. Team Cobra are still your World Tag Team Champions, and Natalya defeated Lita to become the Divas Champion. While over on SmackDown, Brock Lesnar defeated Dolph Ziggler to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Darren Young defeated Antonio Cesaro to become the Intercontinental Champion. 3MB have won the Tag Team Championships, and Natalya defeated Lita, as you know, to become the Divas Champion. Mr. Money in the Bank was CM Punk, and the Royal Rumble winner was Brock Lesnar. But you know, man, I'm kind of itching for a little bit of change, so we're gonna get a hardcore championship going on SmackDown. Darren Young is introducing a hardcore championship. Even though he's on Monday Night Raw, we're still introducing it over here on SmackDown, and the hardcore championship is here. We kick off year 4's WrestleMania with Natalya facing Lita for the Divas Championship, with Lita picking up the win right there. Jinder Mahal faces Tensai, with Tensai picking up the win. Rey Mysterio faces Batista, and Batista picks up the loss against Rey Mysterio. R-Truth faces Jack Swagger for the U.S. Championship, with Jack Swagger picking up the win. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line as Damian Sandow faces Brock Lesnar, with Brock Lesnar winning there. Zack Ryder battles Randy Orton, with Randy Orton picking up the win. And the WWE Championship is on the line as CM Punk faces Triple H, with Triple H picking up the win. Triple H defeated CM Punk to become the WWE Champion. Jack Swagger defeated Kofi Kingston to become the U.S. Champion. The Shield defeated Team Cobra to become the World Tag Team Champions. And Lita defeated Natalya to become the Divas Champion. While over on SmackDown, Brock Lesnar defeated Dolph Ziggler to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Sheamus defeated Darren Young to become the Hardcore Champion. 3MB kept the SmackDown Tag Championship. CM Punk won the Money in the Bank briefcase yet again, and CM Punk won the Royal Rumble. We're at year 5, and Mark Henry is facing the Great Khali in a submission match, with Mark Henry picking up the win. We got Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose facing off against Brodus Clay and Tensai for the World Tag Team Championships, with Brodus Clay and Tensai picking up the win. R-Truth battles Jack Swagger in a United States Championship Hell in a Cell match, with R-Truth picking up the U.S. Championship. Brock Lesnar battles Titus O'Neil for the World Heavyweight Championship, with Titus O'Neil picking up the big win. You love to see that. Kane faces Del Rio in a last man standing match, with Del Rio picking up the win. Triple H battles John Cena, with Cena picking up the win. And the WWE Championship is on the line in an I Quit match as Ryback faces CM Punk, with Ryback picking up the win. Ryback did defeat CM Punk to become the WWE Champion, while R-Truth defeated Jack Swagger to become the United States Champion. Tons of Funk defeated The Shield to become the World Tag Champions. And Layla defeated Lita to become the Divas Champion. While over on SmackDown, Titus O'Neil defeated Brock Lesnar to become the World Champion. Mick Foley won the Hardcore Championship. You love to see that. And 3MB won the WWE Tag Team Championships. Mr. Money in the Bank was won yet again by CM Punk. He did the three-peat. And Ryback won the Royal Rumble. Year 6 is here, with Lita facing Natalya for the Divas Championship, with Natalya picking up the win. We got Mark Henry versus Damian Sandow with AJ Lee, with Sandow and AJ Lee picking up that win. The U.S. Championship is on the line as The Miz faces Scott Steiner, with Scott Steiner winning the U.S. Championship. We then have a Tag Team Falls Count Anywhere match between The Shield and Tons of Funk for the World Tag titles, with the Tons of Funk picking up that win. CM Punk battles Big E Langston for the WWE Championship, with Big E Langston picking up the big win. Triple H battles JBL for the nothing, and Triple H picks up the win there. The Hardcore title is on the line in the main event of the evening as Titus O'Neil faces Mick Foley, with Mick Foley retaining the Hardcore Championship. Big E Langston defeated Dean Ambrose to become the WWE Champion, while Scott Steiner defeated Kofi Kingston to become the U.S. Champion. Tons of Funk defeated The Shield to become the World Tag Team Champions, and Natalya defeated Lita to become the Divas Champion. Chris Jericho, of course, though, defeated Titus O'Neil for the World Heavyweight Championship. Mick Foley is still your Hardcore Champion. 3MB are still your SmackDown Tag Champions. And as you know, Natalya is still the Divas Champion. Chris Jericho won the Money in the Bank briefcase, and CM Punk won the Royal Rumble. Kicking off year 7, we got an Extreme Rules match between the Great Khali and Mick Foley, with Mick Foley picking up that great win, if you will. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line as Christian is battling Titus O'Neil, with Titus O'Neil losing to Christian. The Hardcore Championship is on the line as Big Show faces Sheamus, with Sheamus picking up that big win. The U.S. Championship is on the line as Wade Barrett battles Batista in a ladder match, with Batista picking up the win. The WWE Championship's on the line as The Undertaker battles The Miz, with The Miz picking up that win. We then have Sin Cara versus Ryback versus Big E Langston, with Ryback picking up the Triple Threat win. And the World Tag Team Championships are in the main event of the evening as Tensai and Brodus Clay battle The Shield, with The Shield picking up the win. The Miz did defeat Ryback to become the WWE Champion. Batista defeated Wade Barrett to become the U.S. Champion. The Shield defeated Tons of Funk to become the Tag Champions, and Lita defeated Natalya to become the Divas Champion. All over on SmackDown, Christian did defeat Titus O'Neil to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Sheamus defeated Big Show to become the Hardcore Champion, and 3MB defeated Tons of Funk to become the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. JBL won Money in the Bank, and Undertaker won the Royal Rumble. Year 8 begins with Natalya and Lita running that big old 1v1 for the Divas Championship, with Lita picking up the win this time. We got David Otunga battling Chris Jericho in an Extreme Rules match, with Jericho picking up the win. The Hardcore Championship's on the line as Sheamus battles Alberto Del Rio, with Del Rio winning the Hardcore title. Jack Swagger then faces CM Punk in an Extreme Rules match, with CM Punk picking up the win there. Titus O'Neil is facing The Undertaker in a World Heavyweight Championship match, with The Undertaker picking up the win. Fandango battles Scott Steiner, with Scott Steiner picking up the win there. And the WWE Championship is on the line as Rey Mysterio battles Edge, with Edge picking up that huge win. Edge did win the WWE Championship by beating Randy Randy Orton. Batista defeated Wade Barrett to become the US champion. The Shield defeated Tons of Funk to become the World Tag Champions. And Lita defeated Natalya to become the Divas champion. While over on SmackDown, The Undertaker defeated Mick Foley to become the World Heavyweight champion. Alberto Del Rio defeated Sheamus to become the Hardcore champion. 3MB defeated Tons of Funk to stay the SmackDown Tag Champions. While on Money in the Bank, we have Daniel Bryan as the winner, and Rey Mysterio won the Royal Rumble. Year 9's WrestleMania opens with the Great Khali battling Christian in an Extreme Rules match, with the Great Khali picking up that win. We then go on to Mark Henry battling Dolph Ziggler in an Extreme Rules match, with Mark Henry picking up the big win. Wade Barrett's battling Scott Steiner for the US Championship, with Scott Steiner picking up that win. Titus O'Neil battles Undertaker in a World Heavyweight Championship ladder match, with Titus O'Neil defeating the Undertaker at WrestleMania. Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro battle Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose for the World Tag Team Championships, with Rollins and Ambrose picking up the win there. We then have Fandango battling Roman Reigns, with Roman Reigns winning there, and the WWE Championship is on the line as Edge battles Randy Orton in a Falls Count Anywhere match, with Edge picking up the huge win there. To get that championship though, Edge did defeat Randy Orton. We then had Scott Steiner defeating Batista for the US Championship. The Shield defeated the Real Americans for the World Tag Team Championships, and Natalya defeated Lita for the Divas Championship. While on SmackDown, Titus O'Neil did defeat The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. Del Rio defeated Santino Marella for the Hardcore Championship, and 3MB are still your SmackDown Tag Champions. While Mr. Money in the Bank was won by Justin Gabriel, and Edge won the Royal Rumble. This is the final WrestleMania. Year 10, Lita versus Natalya for the Divas Championship kicks things off, of course, and Natalya picks up the win there. The World Tag titles on the line as Brodus Clay and Tensai face the Real Americans in a Falls Count Anywhere match, with the Real Americans becoming the World Tag Champions. Mark Henry battles the Big Show in a Last Man Standing match, with Mark Henry picking up that win. Rey Mysterio battles Edge in a submission match, with Rey Mysterio picking up the win there. Ladder match between Taker and Titus O'Neil for the World Championship, with Titus O'Neil running it back on The Undertaker. We then have Fandango battling Scott Steiner in a one-on-one match, with Scott Steiner picking up the win. And in the main event of WrestleMania, we got The Rock versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. I Quit, with The Rock picking up the huge win. The Rock did defeat Daniel Bryan to become the WWE Champion though. R-Truth defeated Scott Steiner to become the United States Champion. The Real Americans defeated The Shield to become the World Tag Champions, and Natalya defeated Lita to become the Divas Champion. While on SmackDown, Titus O'Neil defeated CM Punk to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Christian defeated Alberto Del Rio to become the Hardcore Champion. 3MB defeated Tons of Funk to stay the SmackDown Tag Champions. And Daniel Bryan won Money in the Bank, while The Undertaker won WrestleMania, or excuse me, the Royal Rumble. He lost at WrestleMania. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what happens when I went 10 more years in the WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. Did you enjoy this video? Let me know, comment it down below, and also leave a like if you did enjoy the video. It really does help out the channel. But as always and forever, take it easy though, guys. Peace!